Good morning. I'm not really all that enthusiastic this morning. I don't have a burning topic to talk about. So I guess I should be impeached if I don't provide you with a video this week. We'll think of something. Nancy Pelosi and the bullet pens. Oh my God. You saw this? Signing the impeachment articles with all these gold tipped pens that look like 7.62 millimeter bullets. I mean, really, how? I don't know how you can sign your name with a different pen for each letter and then have all these pens for giveaways. And then contrast that with yesterday I was watching, yes, very somberly here. But, I mean, if she was selling them and the money was going to defray the ridiculous costs of this sham impeachment thing, that would be one thing. But just giving them to her friends, it's emblematic of the corruption in Washington. And then they all have this first, and then there was that great march across from the House to the Senate, or whatever you call it. And I've seen so many memes with different music. I haven't seen the Benny Hill music yet, so it's sped up. Someone's got to do that. I think on balance though, my favourite has been the sort of Star Wars Imperial March. Dum dum da dum da 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 da. That's the best one. I like that with the timing done right. And then in the Senate yesterday, swearing in front of Justice Roberts. And then they all had to, then that great television event of 100 people all signing a book with the same pen. The same pen! Come on! 100 pens you could have sold. I mean, if they'd have used 5 pens each, they could have had 500 pens to sell. Oh, they really missed a marketing merch trick with that one. I mean, really, think of the money they could have pulled in with all those pens. And then, I mean, if I had to hold the same pen that 100 other people, and it was 100, each one was passing the pen back to the nice lady who was passing it. I mean, that pen passed through 200 hands or more. I would have been there with a hand sanitizer, right? And I'm not exactly OCD on that stuff, but geez, that was painful to watch. Germs. I'll be surprised if half of them don't have flu by next week. In fact, if you wanted to wipe out the Senate, that would have been the moment to put a little sort of contact viral agent on the pen. You would have got them all. But I laugh. Meanwhile, of course, Trump's more successful than ever. In fact, I just had a long phone conversation with someone I did some work with a few years back, and we had a lovely catch up. And I was working with him back when, during the Trump nomination and president and election, and he was not a never Trumper. He was very much very, very much anti-Clinton. I mean, and so he and he's an American citizen. He reluctantly supported Trump, but it was very reluctant. He really didn't think that the guy would amount to anything. And I asked him now what he thinks, and his opinion was wildly better than expectations. And he basically said to me, I was right about everything I said about Trump, which made me feel good. And I think I am. I think he has. I mean, the only thing that Trump has not done, juicer, is by the way, I'm Brian of London. I'll do the channel ident while the juice is running. I'm Brian of London. I'm here in the park in Tel Aviv, Bereshit Forest, adjacent to Park Hayakon in the middle of Tel Aviv, in Israel, where it is cool. It's not cold as shit. It's just cool. It's not hot. It's cool. But what Trump hasn't tackled is, of course, spending and debt. I don't know how America does that, but I think he did have to fix the military, which Obama left in a horrific state, and he's done. So, and he's fixed more than the military, because as we've seen with this Iran thing, if you're strong enough that they believe you're crazy, then you don't have to use your military, but you have to have it. I do hope he's going to crush the re-election, but I don't know. I think that the impeachment thing will fall away, but they'll come with something new. These Democrats are absolutely desperate to hang on to power and corruption. That's what they've proved. Is Barr going to clean out? I don't know. Is Giuliani going to clean out Ukraine? I don't know. But all this remains to be seen. Anyway, I'm still here, still plugging away. What kind of birds? There are parakeets, actually. You wouldn't believe this. I'm looking up to see if there's any chance I could film them. But yeah, the park is filled with these bright green parakeets. Wild, bright green parakeets. There's probably some backstory as to how wild, bright green parakeets came to be living in this park in Tel Aviv. But yeah, that's what they are. Every now and then you catch sight of them. And yeah, they look like sort of domestic pets. But they're wild. They're very wild. And they make a lot of noise on all my videos. My Hebrew is, I'm not going to even demonstrate it now. It's vaguely okay, gets by. My reading is terrible. I have the literacy level sub my children, well sub my children. But, you know, I get by. Any other questions? I'm running out of steam here today, I think. I'm still trying to put together some chats with people. I do want to host some kind of question and answer session where I answer all the questions about Israel that people, especially in Britain, have. And feel free, if you get onto ThreeSpeak is my favorite platform. When I post this video on ThreeSpeak later, put questions underneath it in the comments. That would be great. You can log into ThreeSpeak with all of the main social networks and give that a go. Otherwise, I'm Brian of London, wishing everybody Shabbat Shalom from Tel Aviv, and I will catch you the next time. Bye-bye. Yeah, the juice is annoying. Brian of London out.